why not me? Like, you see all these people doing amazing things and you have to ask yourself, why can't that be me? My name's Izzi Batt-Doyle and I run the 5K all the way up to the marathon.
Let's go, Bruno. Good stuff. Go Izzy, no Haiti. Go Joe, nice for KK. Go Brendan. Nice for Sam.
You got like a contact list in your head?
Honestly, like Riley knows everyone's names.
Yeah.
I go away for a couple months, come back, and then I need to like try and figure out, who I don't know. But there are too many people out here now that I don't know, but I try my best.
Yeah, it's really good.
Let's go Jacob. Looking good.
Nice work.
Well done, guys. Nice work, Anthony. Let's go Tash. Go Noah. Nice work, Amir. Let's go corner, guys. Let's go Tim. Go Ben. Good. I'm inspired now.
Yeah.
Run.
Good vibes.
It's a hard thing though, is like I do actually do the session out here sometimes. But it just doesn't always match up with my training. And because right now I'm like in a real like track specific training focus, just for these next few weeks I kind of have to do the track stuff.
Stay locked in.
But otherwise I try, if I can, I just like might alter the session so I can do it with a group. Because it's so fun. And
It is. A DJ for RunAsOne. What was like the tunes that you used to play?
Well, I had to be careful because we do have a few kids out there and often some quite explicit songs would come on my playlist. So I had to go like Spotify, no explicit content. I love Cardi B for when I'm trying to get pumped up. But normally for like training, I'll just put on like a high energy workout mix, pretty basic. Yeah. You know, Spotify do have really good playlists.
Yeah, they do. Cardi Easy.
Yeah, Cardi Easy. I lived in America for 5 years, and so I didn't drive pretty much that whole time. Really, from when I was like 19 to 23 sort of situation. And it's one of the ladies I coach. Yeah, I didn't really drive, and that just makes it hard. Also, am I going to be?
Yeah, I think he's letting me through.
Oh, thank you so much. So this is what you need, just good people in Adelaide. Thank you. See, great, look at that, amazing. This morning, early morning alarm, 6 a.m, down to RunAsOne at Big Park, which is always great to be out with a group. A little bit cooler this morning too, which was nice. I think people enjoyed that for their session. They had 4 by 4 minutes and 4 by 1 minute, so like some shorter, sharper efforts ahead of a 5K time trial for the group on Friday night. So yeah, it was a good session.
What were you doing this morning?
I was just kind of supporting, I guess, coaching. I think one of the biggest roles I can have when I'm out there is to, bring the energy, cheer people on by name. I know that means a lot to people when they hear their name and they're running hard. So I always try and, make an effort to do that. And I did get a chance to blow the whistle for 1 rep, but I wasn't given full control.
Where are we off to now?
We are off to the Run House, which is my coffee shop that Riley and I opened in 2022. The story is that we had this big group of people. We were trying to book at a coffee shop after training for like a lot of people, and it was just really hard. And Riley was kind of like, we should have our own place. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. But then, when he gets an idea, it just sort of happens. So when we're looking for a place to have our own coffee shop, it needed to be within like walking distance, essentially, or running distance of where we train. So we found this place and it was pretty run down. It was an old corner deli that had been a restaurant, and made our own little space.
Get some breakfast.
I need a coffee and some breakfast. I was going to have something to eat quickly this morning and I just was running out of time.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
it's an early wake up.
Hey, this is Rufus. Yeah, we adopted him last year in September, and he's grown a lot. Like he's like 9 months now, I think. Yeah, and he's still getting big.
Yeah. Consistency for me means like showing up and knowing that your worst day isn't that far off your good day or your best day.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think we got that. little forerunners stretch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alice.
Shout out to Alice. Yeah, she's great. Honestly, it's kept me healthy.
For me, I'm really motivated to find the limits of myself and to push myself to see what's possible.
How do you think today's going so far, guys?
Man,
So good.
Loving it?
The sun,
the
everything.
locations
Yeah.
and the lighting and the talent.
It's
all you need.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
I should have done my nails. I never get my nails. I only really get them done for races, and then I get into this rut of being like, I hate stupid thing with my fingers and I can't do anything. I'm like clawing around. For the first couple of days, like, oh, I feel so fancy, and I'm like clicking around, like, and I'm like, oh. Just a 20-minute warm-up, and then got a grass track session, and it is broken miles, so 5 by 1200 at a more steady pace. In the goal pace, like 75 seconds a lap, and then 30 seconds or so rest, and then straight into a really fast, hard 400, and then a lap jog between the set. So do that 5 times.
30 seconds.
I know, it's not enough. It never feels like enough. Like you stop,
Yeah.
and then like you have to like get going again. But if I feel like I can't hit the pace, I'll drop it back to like 45 seconds.
Yeah, cool.
Because I know the intention of the session is to make a pace differentiation. Like the 400s need to be faster than the 1200s. So if I'm feeling like I'm not able to hit that pace, then that's when you just have to adjust the recovery. And like I raced on Saturday, so yeah, probably being a little bit tired going into the session. I love running the grass here. It's slower than the synthetic track, but you get a lot of like strength from running on the grass, and then when you go and run on the track, I think it just feels so much faster and more responsive. I've got really big goals this year. I want to run a fast marathon. I'd really like to target that Australian record again at the end of the year. But for now, I'm focused on improving my track speed again, trying to see if I can improve my PBs. But yeah, my heart is in the marathon and it's on the road. Actually, I'm hitting all the paces, feeling strong, but it's definitely like a hard session. Certainly, like the 1200s aren't. They're probably actually harder than the 4s, because like one lap, I feel like I can always rip one lap, but they're not slow enough that they feel like good or like controlled, really. They're just sort of like
chaos.
Yeah.
We did just run that
stressing.
3K and
Yeah.
it's a bit warmer today.
Yeah. No, it feels good though. Like, yeah. As I said before, like, I find this stuff really fun. It's certainly very different to like 4x5K or some of the longer sessions I just have recently done. And it's nice having Riley on the side there.
Yeah.
He's not been running as much with just injuries, but he's progressively been like doing like like little tiny snippets of my sessions the last few weeks.
On the man.
Yeah.
It's good to have the support.
Yeah. Even just like the 200 at random points, it just keeps you like in check. I feel like
Yeah.
having something, because I do train a fair bit alone. Obviously when I go overseas, I'm with like Melbourne Track Club. I have like Rose and Sarah and Georgia and others to train with, which is great. But all the guys that I've trained with in Adelaide, like who join the group, they just get way better than me after like 6 months of training. So you're like, what's like Connor?
She went really well. I think she stayed composed throughout the session. It's a long session and hit all the paces. So
Good day in the office.
Good day at the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Like, my coach sets me paces that realistically are probably paces on a synthetic track.
Yeah.
So I always know if I'm like 1 or 2 seconds off, that's still like
Pretty much bang on.
probably the effort that it is if I was to go down to the mile end like athletics track. So if I can run the paces I'm set within like a second here, I'm really happy. And yeah, I hit all the paces.
What would you
Either
rate
side.
the session out of 10?
Probably like an 8. Yeah,
Nice.
maybe even a 9.
On the 5 hour sleep.
8.5.
Yeah, probably like 4, because I thought in the session like, oh, this actually is feeling like a bit harder to reps in. I thought like I could blow up here, and like not in the 4s, like I'd probably blow in the 12s, because they're like that's when you get you get tired running 3 laps at a fairly decent intensity. But and yeah, the blow never happened. Managed to control it.
Good
And
day
I
in
think,
the office.
Yeah, definitely a good day. And a good team. A good team.
Let's go.
Yeah, jog back. Like, it's pretty good because pretty much like the way we go, just along here and straight along, whatever road that is.
Adelaide
Anyway,
Road.
so bad at geography too, and maths. It's only 3 Ks exactly, pretty much. Yeah, so I usually like a 4 and a bit K warm up, but we'll just like jog back, and if I'm cooked, I just stop there, and if I am feeling good, I'd do the 5 minutes. Little loops around,
Right.
and then like all the neighbours are probably like, "Hell is this girl doing?" Oh yeah, exactly. So where are you from? Yeah, smoothie bowl.
Smoothie bowl.
Literally just berries, banana, collagen normally, because I feel like it's a great way of not
Tasting
just
it.
not tasting it and then just adding it in. And the timing's good because it's straight after exercise.
Yeah, for real. Do you put cinnamon in it?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Cinnamon's the best.
I love cinnamon. I even put cinnamon, like the other day I had some pumpkin left over, and I just put like cinnamon and maple syrup on like cooked pumpkin and just ate it as a snack. At the moment I just buy whatever. It's a very full.
This is damn easy.
I know. Oh dear. Always pushing it to the max. This is why I break things.
It's
Funny because it says like max there.
Yeah. Don't worry about the instructions. Don't worry.
Yeah. Front is served. Oh, little face. Hello.
Tells me when I need to stop working and take him for a walk.
Yeah.
Gets me away from the computer.
Already this year, I feel like I've achieved a lot. I ran the Australian record in the half marathon, which is a record that I didn't really have on my radar. It seemed like it was a bit too out of reach, but I was in really good shape and a really good training block in Falls Creek and was able to break the record by, I think, 31 seconds back in February. Since then, I've run another marathon in Nagoya and ran my 3rd fastest time and ran another qualifying time for the World Champs in Tokyo later in the year. Of course, I'm a competitive person. I think everyone at the elite level is competitive, but I'm more so competitive against myself. Like I wake up in the morning and I want to be better than I was yesterday or last week or last month or last year.
I haven't done gym for almost 2 weeks because the race last week I just was feeling a bit like I didn't want to go into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Too sore, so
Yeah.
I just did Pilates last week.
Hard to come back to the gym after taking all that time off?
I prefer running, obviously, than doing gym, but I
Yeah.
know how important it is, and it's one of the things that I have sort of like let go of in the past, and then that's when I got injured. So
Yeah.
I'd really try and keep it like
In the routine.
in my routine at least like once, if not twice a week. Yeah, and honestly, the most important thing I think is like having something set up that's really easy to do.
Yeah.
And now that we have this gym like just across the road, like I have no excuse.
Yeah,
to,
you
like,
really
do it.
don't. Yeah.
But and when I was in college, I really enjoyed gym, and I did a lot of gym because we had such an amazing facility with like strength coach there, and it was just like really easy to do it.
Yeah.
But when we're traveling overseas, it's really hard to
Keep
get that
going.
consistency. So it's important when I do have the time to do it, to make the time and make it a priority. And this particular exercise I have to really do for my hamstring issues I've had. So I like doing gym on session days because I feel like you get a really good like hard bang for your buck
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And especially if you're doing 3 sessions a week like I'm doing now, like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. If I did gym like tomorrow, then I've got another session Thursday, and like every day becomes like moderately hard.
Yeah.
But if you actually like have a really hard day
You can have a really
and then
easy
like
day.
have your 2 easy runs on the day between, you can actually recover.
Yeah.
But I sort of chop and change, and the reality is like people say like, oh, it's better to do gym on the easy days or your hard days. It's like honestly, it's better to get it in whenever you
can do
in
it.
your life can
Yeah.
get it in. And
Yeah.
for me, sometimes it is like Monday and Saturday, or Tuesday and Friday, or like Wednesday just once. Like
Do it when you can.
Like do it when you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different schools at all, I think. Yeah, you have to be some pop on the legs. That's what I felt on Saturday. I felt like really fit and strong and stuff, but I was like, I just need some like speed and pop. Funny how like the most basic exercise sometimes are hard. I'm always grateful I can do these because I had 7 stress fractures in my feet when I was in college. I broke my navicular and my calcaneus and metatarsal was like.
We got that. We got that.
And you fall.
Nice. That's it.
So what would you rate the gym stash? You happy with it?
Like a 6.5, 7. Yeah, I got it done, and I did it on a session day, which is
Good
tiring.
going. Yeah.
But a few times I was a little bit wobbly.
Yeah.
Oh, Rufus. Rufus.
Star of the show.
I've got the keys. What is Rufus? He gets like this, like halfway through the day.
Yeah.
He just like conks out completely.
He's popped out.
I think that, you know, being active is so good for your health, physically and mentally. But yeah, I think about it in the sense of I want to have a really long career. Like, I'm 30 this year. I see myself being competitive in the marathon for a decade to come. I don't see why I should put a cap on that. Longevity for me actually transcends past my competitive professional career. I plan to be really involved and to keep running for as long as my mind and body allows me to.
Yeah, today was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a good crew. And like I feel like my session was really good. Being out with the RunAsOne group was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a good day all in all. I'm pretty tired. But yeah, it's been a really fun day.
Cool. See you next time.
See you next time.